Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode Ocho, episode 8 of What the Fellas Think. Again, a long-running contest, $1 million if you can find episode 1. You get proof of episode 1, you will get $1 million. And you can, I guarantee that. Once again, three like-minded brothers with opinions about the world, about sports, about life. We just here to have a good time. And I want to introduce our new sponsor, Roy Island Iced Tea. Paradise in the bottle. Now we have 13 flavors. I just introduced Sweet Tea Supreme, which is a hit. It's basically a sweet tea flavor with alcohol content. Get at your boy. I'm Roy Island. Welcome to Paradise. And I'm here with my two brothers, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Wait, I'm Brandon. No plug from me, but Roy Island iced tea is good. It's I think I had the green flavor, so green apple. So very good. Definitely try. But we here with what the fellas think podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe, and give us definitely your opinions, whether positive or negative. We take them all. Let's have a good time.
I'm Jeremy. I just want to say welcome, and welcome again. And that's it, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, so we're on Instagram. Check us out. What the fellas think. It sounds like it's spelled, or check out the logo. Follow us. I'm still riding the high from last week's episode 7. We had a guest, a friend of Brandon. She dabbles in real estate, and he kind of, showed us the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, the trials and errors, the mistakes made in the knowledge game. So even if you bought a home before and you're looking at buying some new property, upgrading or whatever, it's worth checking out. And the gentleman's contact information is on the episode 7 to check out. We're going to keep doing that. We're going to be bringing guests in every now and then, again, entertain, educate, and evolve. And let's get down to hot topics. The Mike Tyson fight, not canceled, has been rescheduled to November 15th. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yes, November 15th. The show must go on. I just hope Mike is healthy, and I just hope he ain't doing it for the check.
That's what I really hope for, because, man, Mike is like a childhood legend, so.
I thought he was doing real good with his cannabis endeavor.
I think he is. But I think it's not just for a check. I think financially he may be okay. I don't count pockets, but I think now it's more so pride. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a bailout, like he just went away. So it's Mike. So he very proud. So I think it's more so his pride is talking to him, and he got to get back in there.
Well, them boxers, them old school boxers don't know when to quit. Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, Oscar. They don't know when to quit. Pacquiao, Mayweather. Even though Mayweather still went out on top.
Yeah. Well, honestly, now they're getting paid even more though for exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? So why not come back? It's their trade, and they're coming back. And to them, they're taking less punishment, quote unquote, for more money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Well, George Foreman came back, and there was no less punishment. He was walking into the same territory. He was great enough to pull it off. I mean, I'm sure he still has all his faculties, and I still use my George Foreman grill to this day. So that's man, that George Foreman ain't no joke. You don't want to grill outside? Man, use that Foreman. I don't know if I told you guys, did you know that Hulk Hogan was approached to advertise the grill, turned it down? I'm sure he's kicking himself now because the WWE doesn't really want much to do with him now that there's a new era and nobody's forgotten about his racist rant, so to say. So Tyson is gonna fight, Joe Biden's son just got found guilty of gun charges. Joe Biden said that he wouldn't um, roll. What's the word I'm looking for? Where he can acquit him of crimes or whatever. Pardon. I'm sorry. Yes, pardon. Pardon me. It's pardon. He said he wouldn't pardon his son. But my question is, if you had the power to do that, wouldn't you do that? Especially, if you're not technically on your way out, but you got the power to do it.
I think, speaking from a father's perspective, I just think you want to protect your kids to a certain point, but at some point they gotta learn. And if his son is a repeat offender, you gotta learn. Unfortunately, you gotta learn the hard way because hard head make a soft ass. So,
and I don't think his punishment, his sentencing's coming up in July, I believe. No, that's Trump's. I don't know when his sentence is coming up, but I don't think it's going to be too harsh. So depending on what the sentence is,
what's the crime?
Gun charges, felony gun charges.
Okay. Yeah, celebrities skate with that, so.
Yeah,
right. Skate.
Write a check or show up at Showbiz Pizza Place and you good.
I just think it's new information, and Biden, of course, the easy way to go is say, "Oh, I'm not going to help him right now." But if he do get a sentence and like a long sentence, I'm pretty sure before Biden exit, he's gonna use that pardon card for sure. It's his son. I don't think. Yeah.
Tough love, I guess, but at the same time, you got to play that role and not let the public think, oh yeah, so what, he got sentenced, somewhat he got convicted. I got him, but let's see. We can only see it. Just wait and see how it plays out. Hey, Biden has the power to pardon Trump.
That's not good. Have you guys heard what happened? In I think litigation now. I think in April. They passed a law where if Trump do get convicted and go to jail, they're actually going to pull his support as far as protection in jail. So he'd be like a regular, he'd be in population.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Look it up. In April, they pulled.
So you would have to convict the Secret Service too.
They pull protection. They pull protection from any felon, president or not. So his crimes is a felony crime, right?
Yes.
So he'd be a felon. So the protection by the president or not is litigated, and they passed it I think in April. So if he is convicted, no protection. So he'd be in population.
Could you imagine that if they didn't? He would have his Secret Service in jail with him. He'd be running shit. Yeah.
But that's how it should be, man. You can't have no president. Like, you can't have no president in General Pop and whatever.
Image-wise, you really can't tarnish the presidency by having somebody in jail. I think his sentence is not going to be jail time. It's going to be parole or time served or a fine or something.
It's up for debate because the judge can say jail, and it's clear the judge don't like him, so he can. It's not too far fetched, you know what I'm saying? Because why in April they pulled a protection for any future president or whatever with a felony? Like, just in case he do go, you know what I'm saying? So it's a possibility, man. Like, it may be slim, but the fact is there, I'd be terrified. You know what I'm saying?
So for all current inmates, you have the potential to make Donald Trump your bitch. Just think about that. The former president could be cleaning your drawers.
Is that a selling point?
Hey, yeah. It won't be for clout. It'll just be for spite. Could you imagine, some big brother, doing triple life, making Donald Trump his bitch,
No,
just imagine that.
He's too rich for that, bro. Like, he can pay for his own protection.
But so just like there was something, I forgot what it was, that they tried to accuse him of, and people below him ended up taking a hit for it. And I knew it was going to bypass him. It's just like, just like the case with Diddy and his assistant. Hey, take the hit, do the time, keep your mouth shut. I'll take care of you on the back end. Because I don't want to be a bad boy in jail. Can't stop, won't stop. My Dave Chappelle.
Nah, he'll be saying, please stop.
Also, did you hear after the video of him beating on Cassie was released? Viola Valeto Wallace, Biggie's mom, said she would like to slap the shit out of Biggie. I mean, Puffy. Knowing that Biggie was broke, he didn't have no money up to the time when he was getting killed. He was looking for a way out. He was looking to sign with somebody else. And no, I'm not throwing any speculation about that, but yeah, he was broke under Diddy, and he was looking to fulfill his fulfillments and jump ship so he could make some money. So, you know, big up Brooklyn. Wow. On to so regardless, at this point, I was going to go directly into the NBA and talk about the NBA, but what I want to start with first is Jerry West. I guess you could call him the face of the NBA. I mean, it's his logo that's that we've seen since I don't know how long. He died today, and they ran down some stats. Olympic gold medalist. He won an NBA championship as a player once, but his other 8 rings he won as an executive with the Lakers organization and with Golden State. Um, Definitely a nice legacy. A great player for his time. I first want to get your guys' reaction about his death, but I got a question afterwards.
Well, I was kind of shocked to hear. I mean, you had all these legends, Bill Walton, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe. It's just like their image and their name it demands respect when you look up to them. So when you hear them hit a pass, of course you're like, man, it's crazy. It takes a hit because they like legends. Like he was the logo before Kobe. They made Kobe the logo, so he was the logo.
So let me slide in here before Jimmy responds. That's what people do. We live and we die. Clint Eastwood is well in his late 90s. I mean, at any moment, he could be the next one we're talking about. That's what do. People just die. And sometimes you got to step back and realize in the moment what you have, with these talents that they're giving us, what contributions they're giving us. I heard. I was watching the Pat McAfee show at lunch today, and it was I think 2018, 2019 or something, and I forgot the player. It was a quote that if Golden State didn't go after this guy, he resigns from the Golden State organization. I think it was Klay Thompson. I think it was him. So it's funny how behind the scenes he still had an impact on the game. And so I'm sorry, Jeremy, but let me hear about how you feel about the passing of Jerry West.
Well, I just heard about it just now. And I looked and I see he's 86. He was 86 years old, and that's pretty old. But he lived a good life. So peace be upon him. But it just reminded me like everybody has to go. I thought of a song that I just heard maybe a couple days ago. I'm not sure who actually the original writer, but I know Aretha Franklin sings it, and it's I Hope You Dance. So I think you all should go listen to it. It basically says like life is short, so if you have a chance to do things, please do it. So if you have the time, you in the party, whatever, and you're just sitting there, just get up and dance, enjoy the time.
I just bought the best of Aretha Franklin a couple of months ago, so I'm gonna go check that out because I love my music. I hope you dance.
Yeah, I hope you dance.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Like I don't think she's the original writer, but she has a version of it. And I like hers. Aretha.
Okay. I'm a big music fan, and I was trying to find some way to incorporated into our podcast. I remember couple of podcasts ago, I told you guys to check out a couple of songs, and one was "Insecure" by Fabulous. It's just a real play on relationships and cheating. It's heavy when you listen to it. It's just like the "Undying Love" by Nas. That shit kind of hit you. So go listen to "Insecure" by Fabulous. Uh, I still haven't went back and listened to all of the Kendrick Lamar, Drake beef, but one I keep hearing about it. I can't think of the name of it. When Kendrick goes, when you're talking about music, you must mean A minor.
Yeah.
That's been playing already.
That's
I just
like-
downloaded that. I just downloaded that last night, but I'm hearing it on Sirius XM a lot lately. So yeah, he really went in hard on them. But not to be straying away too far, we also lost Chet Walker. He was a Bulls player. He died earlier this week.
I got a quote that refers to this, but if you're going to bed sad and upset, you should thank God and smile because somewhere somebody is praying to have your opportunity to be alive. So
Right.
stay alive.
You know,
Yeah.
life's trials and tribulations. Whether as a homeowner, when shit breaks, you be like, damn. I mean, you got the money to pay for it, but it's like, damn, I hate spending it. And you got to think, at least I got a place to stay. Like right now, I got 3 toilets. 2 of them, they're out of commission. I got to get them fixed. I just got to find time to do it. So I'm living off of this.
Are you blowing them up? What's going on? How you got two
So
toilets
one
now?
of them, one of them started leaking. I don't know out of nowhere, and
I know that.
I wasn't aware of it because I hardly use it. In that bathroom is where I shave. That's all I do. I shave. So it started leaking, and I didn't know it because I hardly use it until it's right above my kitchen. My kitchen starts leaking. So once I figured that out, I cut the water off, and I just got to get it fixed. I just got to get around to it. The other one in the master bathroom, it works. I think something fell in there that's clogging it up. So it's just a
I'm
matter.
back.
No, everything else goes down. But no, basically, when that stuff happens, especially during the winter, you got to be like, man, at least I got a place to stay. If you ever drove past, like 90 before you hit downtown, like near Roosevelt, you see Tent City. How they survive Chicago winters is beyond me. So yeah, you got to be thankful. Despite all things that go bad, you got to look at there's something good about it, and you got to just really appreciate what you have. No matter how good you got it, you're gonna find something to complain about. And
There's a lady.
trying to.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's a lady that she goes down there and cooks and all that, and actually stays, and she has a nice tent set up in like a bathroom and everything down there. She goes down there and cook and everything. I think she on Instagram. Let me find it real quick. I'll show you guys.
But at the same time, so another thing I wanted to bring up, because it's been talked for a while with Jerry West passing. Do you really think the logo should change? And if so, who deservingly should it be? Does it have to change? I mean, what's wrong with it?
I don't
I
think it should.
thought Kobe already made the decision. Kobe's the signal of the logo.
They're still using Jerry West.
Yeah, it's still Jerry West. So I'm not sure if Kobe has a timeline when they're going to switch over. But I don't know. Since he died today, I don't see them changing anytime soon.
Right, that kind of put a pause
They
on
kind of put a pause on
their
whatever
plans.
plan they had. But if they had to choose, what would I say? Honestly, man, I think it's just
Yeah. Since 2020, his death in 2020 changed the NBA logo permanently, including his soliloquy rather than Jerry West.
No, it's still
the same.
Jerry West.
I'm on the NBA website. And then Sports Yahoo reveals new logo for the 75th anniversary season.
For that season, maybe. For that season, but like I don't think they changed it permanently.
You know what they also did? Like awards, like Defensive Player or Player of the Year, more points scored. They actually put names to those awards now.
I like that.
But the official logo is still the same. It's still Jerry West.
Yeah, and Errol, I think they should keep it that way. I think you should keep the, you know what I'm saying, like make them keep it authentic. I don't think they should change it. Like why change it? You know?
Right, exactly.
Like
and
it's a brand.
we're full of people feeling that things need to be reinvented when some things don't need to be touched, in my opinion. Some things that I have changes, and I reference Marvel movies. Some of them were good changes, but some of them was like, that's not it. You shouldn't have changed that. They do it to appease the audience, whether it be make the character black or make the character gay or make them Asian or whatever. Or they actually made in Doctor Strange, the ancient one was Asian, but they made it a white woman, and there was a big uproar about that. Some things just shouldn't be changed. You know, if you're a fan of comic book movies, comic books, and you see them as is, you should accept them on the screen as is. But we're living in a world of change.
Yeah.
So who did you? Oh, you said it should stay the same, Jeremy.
Stay the same. Yeah.
I agree.
I wouldn't mind.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a change though. I wouldn't mind a change. I mean, the logo's been there what 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
Why not make a change?
So if I think if they're gonna change it, at the least it should be like whoever was around Jerry West time, they're still alive. Like I don't want them to see that change. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's no point. And then like people hate to see like people move on. And that's how it would feel like NBA moving on from what they started, what they actually brought to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So when they pass, okay. You said what now?
Wait 10 years from now or somewhere around that.
And then you can
we should have weeded them out by now, so we can change it. Won't nobody complain, but their grandkids.
I mean, there's so many big stars. I mean, why not though? I mean, you can make it Kareem, the skyhook, untouchable move, the dream. You can make it his logo, or you can make Kobe with the fadeaway, or Dirk with the one-legged fadeaway.
But it's a brand.
Like with Kobe, you bring everything into play. If you make Kobe the logo, everything that he's done, you don't hear what I said. Everything he's done is now a representative of the NBA. And the one thing I'm thinking of right now is his that little thing in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
But see, he's done so much more positive than that, though.
Don't matter.
All it takes is that one thing.
All it takes is one negativity, and that rules it.
Oh.
So look. Say example is Kobe, and they do change the logo. You're gonna have a women's group, or victims of sexual assault survivors. No.
Like it's a chance of losing money for no real gain. Like change the logo, don't gain. Like it's a brand now. It's a logo. Like Nike is a logo. Like why change it to something else? That's working.
I mean, they'll probably change it just to sell. Like if you change if they do change the logo to somebody else, they can merchandise it. They can look at all the T-shirts and everything they can sell, hats and all that stuff. But I say leave it as is. I'm a big when they were taking down the statues and the Confederate flags and everything. I admittedly said leave them up there. Not everything, not everybody symbolizes the Confederate flag as a symbol of racism. They look at it as heritage. It's just that racist people use it as a symbol too. And I say don't erase history, because we need to remember what happened and where we came from. If you take it out, then it's like, oh, that didn't happen. Show me proof. I say leave stuff like that there so people can remember that it happened.
Like I have one. Go ahead, Bernie.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but the Confederate flag one, just even though they used it in racist ways, That's still part of their heritage.
That's still part of their heritage. Not everybody that acknowledges that Confederate flag should be considered probably not racist. It's just that's a symbol of the South.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. The race, what's the heritage outside of the racism, and the attacks, the vicious attacks? Because that's a hard.
You got the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. They had the Confederate flag on there.
So Brandon, are you saying get rid of it?
When it comes to Confederate flag,
good one.
Are you saying get rid of it?
When it comes to that, yeah.
See, I in that way, I kind of in a way disagree because I think it's part of the history, and you don't want to erase the history because like 100 years from now, like your grandkids won't know what happened in that time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thing I actually hate. I hate it when they actually change it, Angel Mama syrup. Like why? You know what I'm saying? Like she was part of that original make, but they just took her off because there's this new world that we're trying to go to. And I think I don't
know if I tell you, I got a bottle still with Angel Mama on it.
It might be worth some money.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's like half gone. But I just can't find myself to get rid of because it's like I think it might have some value.
That syrup old. What?
Like but to have that bottle would probably be a collector's item. Yeah, it's probably like when Gorilla Glue catches air and it just
is it glass or is it plastic?
It's plastic.
Oh yeah, that's glue inside there, man. don't
use that, bro. No, I don't know. Most definitely, I just for some reason I just can't find myself to get rid of it because I think it has some monetary value.
I don't know. I think symbolism of racism, anything like that, is like that's why. You have the expression "old wounds never heal." That's like adding salt on top of the wound to me. Yeah. Now, history is the history, and you can't erase that just because you got rid of a symbol. I don't think you can erase that because it's still ingrained. Those people still went through something, and it's still part of our history. Genocide and everything else.
I think it's part of the history, but I think like, so how do people in 1,000 years know about their history? Like, if they're not keeping the artifacts, if they're not keeping it somewhere in the museum or keeping it, they just getting rid of it and just act like it never happened, like erasing it from the books. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how do our children in 1,000 years from now even know stuff like this happened during this time? But I hear you, though. I agree with you, but it's a give and take for me, you know?
How does history spread? How do you know history?
Your ancestors sit around. Like you're gonna be telling your kids about how you grew up and the things.
Yeah, but let's be honest though. Like as a child, you know what I'm saying? Like during that time, like grandmother and grandpa was the glue for mostly all the family, cousins, distant cousins, second cousin, third. They always around. Is that happening nowadays? Nah, in the black community, it's slowly getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So that folk tale, that storyline is getting stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not being passed down like it used to.
Yeah, it's kind of
disappearing.
The values and everything.
Yeah. For me personally, I just feel like just my own self-awareness because I see stuff that go on in the world and how hard it is for people of our texture. I always say something. I always tell my kids to be aware because people not gonna like you just because the way you look, and that's effed up. But
the biggest one you gotta look at there is your own kind. Your own kind is the one that's usually quickest to sell you out. Let me put that out there. And I'm sure y'all can agree that you thought you had support for somebody that was your skin color, but they was actually trying to destroy your character just because they wanted to be the golden Negro. And that's what I call it, the golden Negro in the eyes of like their supervisors, their bosses, or whatever. They like it can't be too many of us. I don't want him taking my spot. Yeah, look at him. He be doing this.
Actually, when we talk about the WNBA. I got something I want to say about that, and it actually ties to what he just said.
Okay. Wow. Speaking of which, next week is Juneteenth. Yeah, I just looked at my watch and saw. Okay, damn, it's the 12th.
Do you grill on Juneteenth? Do you celebrate?
I do everything I'm not supposed to on Juneteenth.
You gotta visit the ancestors. You gotta visit the ancestors.
No.
That's you every day.
I go against the grain. No. I don't have Juneteenth off. My job doesn't celebrate that. They're based not in the United States, so they don't recognize that.
Well,
But it's funny. It's funny. Our former affiliation of where we used to work at together, they used to give us Martin Luther King Day, and then last year they gave us Juneteenth, but not Martin Luther King. And first thing that went through my head was like, we can only give you Negroes one day. And then I even brought it up to HR. I said, how do you take away Martin Luther King Day and give us Juneteenth? Why are you taking away both? I guess it was out of pure curiosity, but saw the look on her face when I asked her. I was like, yeah, she's uncomfortable. She probably had the same answer I just gave y'all. Can't be giving you Negroes too many holidays. Shit. But no, that's wild. Hey, I think we kind of going down a rabbit hole. So if you guys are on board, we can move on to the NBA Finals. Boston is not surprising me. They're up 2 games. They play tonight, right? I don't think it's going to be a sweep, but damn, I can't think his name. The guy from the Mavericks. Luka. Luka is banged up. Seriously, he's got his chest wrapped. I heard that he was given some type of numbing agent during Game 2, and they said they're going to do the same thing for Game 3. So he's all kind of banged up. So he's probably still going to try to play his heart out, but in the back of his mind, he's like, I got to be careful because I can't feel it. Doesn't mean I'm still not damaging my body. So he's not 100%. I mean, they called him a mummy. He's all wrapped up. His chest, his leg, Kyrie can't do it all by himself. So we might be potentially looking at a sweep, but at least I said 6 games Boston. We'll see how that turns out.
I still got the Mavs, and I think Kyrie got to show up, and I still have faith that he shows up because them two, when they score 30, these playoffs they've been undefeated. They've been undefeated, so I think they can do it. They've been doing it to other. Now they went against the number 1 defense in the NBA and was able to do it. I don't see why they can't do it against Boston, and I don't see why.
Look how Boston is playing, though. I mean,
true. Hey, Brandon. No, go ahead. I'll wait.
True, but Luka is doing his thing. He damn near averaging a triple-double and shooting over 50%. He's doing his thing. But somebody got to step up with him. And I got faith in it. It's going to be Kyrie. You got to step up with him.
He's kind of the lead, the team leader, so he better step up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I was gonna say I think it's fool's gold. I heard you say something about he beat the number 1 defense team in the league. I think that's fool's gold for this matchup. I think Kyrie. I never seen Kyrie fumble the ball so much. I never seen him be discombobulated so much. And I started to look around the court and I realized the Celtics has some bigs for one, but they basically have one lockdown defender in Drew Holiday. And then they have Jaylen Brown, who is also a first team, second team defensive player. And then you have a long Tatum. So I see Kyrie struggling. I don't think he can shake this. I think this Celtics team is built to keep him in that bubble and force Luka to be Luka. Like even though Luka's a mummy, as everyone put it, that Luka still last game produced a triple double. Like early 30s and points. 11 rebounds, 12 assists. as a mummy, and you know what I'm saying. So he's the only person on the team right on the Mavericks that I think can even expose the Celtics defense. He got the size, he got the skills. You know, I think Kyrie's really struggling with Drew's strength, his speed, and his like defensive powers. And I think I don't think he can shake this. Not this one. I have Boston in 6.
I'm going
You
back.
know what?
I'm going back.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we sat around at work and we had conversations, it was always like this. Me and Jeremy always kind of agreed. And, you know, we have our own opinions, but we kind of think on the same. It's always Brandon that thinks, no, Spider-Man can beat Superman. You know.
I say
you know what?
Mavs
I'm just saying. I'm glad you stick to your guns with your opinions, as wrong as they are. No, I like how you stand your ground though. I like how you stand your ground.
Mavs in 5. Just like
Brandon is a tight save. Mavs in 4.5. That's the thing. Like,
hey, Error. He's already wrong because they can't be 5. They lost 2 already. They already lost 2, so they gotta be 6.
Hey, just like Charles Barkley said, guaranteed. Mavs in 5.
You know, every time he said that, he lost, right? he hasn't won one time with the guarantee. I think he won the first one this year.
The sister group, the WNBA, their regular season games are outselling the NBA final games. Their attendance-wise. That's just, that's a testament to show you that what's to come. I mean, who's not excited about this with the teams we have, but yet we still have the WNBA outselling arenas. Like for the Fever, they use the same arena as the Pacers, and they're putting more asses in the seats than the Pacers are. For the Chicago Sky, they play at the Wintrust. And the Bulls play at the United Center, of course. Wintrust has less seats than the United Center. I give it a year, they'll be playing at the Wintrust. At the United Center.
I think it's really good though, man. It shows, like I said, that talent has been a uptick. So that's the thing. And thing that I'm excited to see. That's why I love actually watching the WNBA and like, yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat some of the games. And it ain't never been that way for me. Man, I remember turning on the WNBA game when I was 11. And they had a fast break. And I won't say the player's name, but they had a fast break. And she airballed to the layup, man. I turned it off.
I'm waiting for them to trade jerseys at the end of a WNBA game.
Hey, man, you heard
Hey, so Caitlin Clark was not named to the USA Olympic team, and on camera she's taking it in stride, but I'm sure she's kind of feeling some kind of way that she didn't make the roster. But do you think she's Olympic team worthy?
One thing I can say with that, with your question, is my question. Is she one of the 12 best players in the WNBA?
No.
Enough said. That's to me, and I've heard multiple platforms say this. She has 1 million followers. You losing out on viewership and not having her on the team. Is it a popularity contest, or should you be able to prove that you can hoop? Because it go back to that. Just prove you can hoop. That's it. That's all. Because any basketball court you walk on in the world, that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
and that's simple as that.
No, I'm laughing at myself when you said that, because I'm thinking in the same way with Ronnie James. he's going to get drafted just with the hopes of luring his father to that whatever team, but he's not really getting drafted because of his playing ability. I guarantee if he goes, if his father follows him, it'll be great for that one season. But if LeBron retires after that, which I think he will, Bronny's going to be at the end of the bench.
And I hate that though, because it does him a disservice. And I ain't saying like, I control some in the NBA, but that's messed up. That's messed up.
Maybe he needs to go overseas and hone his skills a little bit.
But I'm saying, think about that. You work hard to get to the NBA. You want to get there on your own merit. You don't want to be handed nothing. And that's kind of does him a great disservice. But not to jump subjects. Let's get Jeremy's opinion.
About the
on Caitlin. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree both ways. Like, no, she's not the best, the top 12 player in the WNBA. But at the same time, it's a business, so I can see how it can go either way. Caitlin Clark being on the road to other countries, and you get that the different viewership, and then it can actually help the WNBA. So I don't really care either way. But also I think of like before Caitlin Clark got there, what's the type of team that the Lemons always had? Was there any rookies there? Was there any person in college on the team? I don't think so. I don't recall ever seeing one. But if they had, she made it.
Candace Parker. Yeah.
So if they had a system where they allowed that, then for sure Caitlin should be there. Like if they changed it.
Not as a rookie though. Not as a rookie.
That's my point. So if they had a system where they actually didn't have rookies or college players, then she should be off. She should not top 12. And I'll just say, like I said, I like to keep things the same, man. Like don't shake it unless you have to. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah. Okay.
So speaking of a bird shitting in your cornflakes, hey Jeremy, tell us about Deontay Wilder.
I think, man. I even hate thinking about this situation because like he's a married man, but it just, I'm sure he's going through hard times right now. Because how do you lose a fight, like get knocked out, like embarrassingly, like to the point where you turn around, and more likely he was concussed at the time, like you get punched in the face, like, and you turn around and try pointing at the ref. You forgot where you at, bro. And just so dude came behind him and cleaned him up and knocked him out. So he go from that in the one day, and then within a week he say he's gonna retire. So that's a big life change. And then within the same week he found out his wife on divorce. And I hate the divorce because like it's a big word. And I just think at this point, man, I'm pretty sure he going through a lot. But my question is, like, isn't it very convenient? I'm not sure. I can't talk about the situation. I'm not in it, but this happened a lot in the professional athletes. Once they retire, not too long after it, following they get divorced. And it's just kind of, to me, it's kind of weird, kind of strange. Like, why is this pattern happening, and why it's so convenient now that he went through all this struggles, and now that he retiring, now the bag gonna be different, or whatever it is. It's you have certain papers, you know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't this happen before? Or I guess everybody got a breaking limit, and if whatever the allegation is true, then so be it. But it's just kind of odd that how it all played out.
Allegation? What allegation? Was she accused of cheating, or
she accused them? I think assault. Like
accused him.
Okay. Yeah, assault, and it said it happened numerous times, even in the past, and in front of the children and stuff like that. So. I don't know if any cheating.
How many? And I'm not taking this lightly. How many ass whoopings did she take before she finally decided it's time to get divorced? I mean, that sounds kind of coincidental, like you said. Did she stay because of the bag, and now that the bag ain't gonna be the same, now it's time to secure her bag by getting half. I'm sure she's going to move to California. That's where she'll file for divorce, because that's where you can get half at. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, the whole concept about divorce is like you don't go into this, relationship, this thing, get married, have a family. The last thing on your mind is getting divorced, and it's just like I'm a divorcee, and you got to wonder, like, where did it go wrong? And it's like I didn't do this to be where I'm at right now. What the fuck? That's so I know that's kind of like on his mental. I mean, getting knocked out in front of everybody. And then it's like your support system just not supporting you anymore. But if the allegations of abuse is true, we like to again say we do not condone assault on women. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say this. Let me say this to a couple points that you and Jeremy made in regards to Deontay Wilder. I don't think he was focused from the jump. There's been allegations of him sleeping with his brother's lady. There's been allegations of other being abusive. He's the way he's talked, the way he's trained. You can see it in the video. Some things are just his mind ain't focused like how it used to be. And Deontay Wilder, I mean, he got God power in his hands. He'll put a lion to sleep with his hands. He got power in his hands. I ain't never seen nobody punch a man and he instantly go out. Instantly. He don't even think he get the air from his punch, knock somebody out. So I respect him as a champion, and he did this to take care of his daughter. So I respect him in that way. But all the other allegations, if they are true, it does put a stain. But I didn't like how he went out. If this is his last fight, because he too great of a champion, too great of respect on my end, just as a fighter, to go out the way he went out. If this is his last. Now, regards to the divorce and everything that popped up, I know things happen. Most celebrities, they marry for status. And they marry for the bag. And to me, I always say if you value a relationship or you base a relationship on something that the value of that is changing per second, then the value of a relationship is changing per second. And that's your own mistake. That's what people who do marry for money. They marry for all the wrong reasons. I marry her because she a supermodel. I marry her because he a millionaire.
The looks ain't gonna be there forever. The looks ain't gonna be there forever.
But is that, hey Brandon, is that his case? I thought he married her before his fame. I thought he was with her before. I don't know when they got together.
Well, I don't know how they got married. I'm just saying most celebrities. But
Yeah.
I'm saying most celebrities, they marry for status.
Yeah. Okay.
Status.
Hey, so I got a question. Now that you said that, this immediately popped in my head. Do you think that Jonathan Majors Megan Good relationship is real?
Married for status.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact he needed a woman on his arms going through that case. It made him look better. Can you imagine him trying to fight that case like just going there solo dolo as a man? You know what I'm saying? Like it looked better having a woman on your arm. You know,
he had a female lawyer too to represent him.
You know, it looked better. It made it a lot easier. I guess it's easier for the eye to see. Like he can't be that bad of a guy because he have a good woman next to him. You know what I'm saying? So imagine him coming solo. Guilty. More guilty. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that was something that just popped in my head. So before today, I kind of thought our subject list was looking kind of thin, and I was looking for something to fill it. And I want to throw it in now because the subject matter is going to get a little bit more serious towards the end, and I want to kind of just keep it light. I call it Quick Around the Table. I probably changed the name. It's your Drink Champs Prime Time with Slime or whatever you want to call it. It's our version. And it's just some things I came up with. So it doesn't have to go into a long discussion, but if it is, I might ask a question and it's usually just an answer. You can tell us why, or you just answer the question and be done with it. Name a TV show that was real popular, but you never got into it.
Friends. They love it, but I will never watch that show because they stole the whole flow from living single.
For me, it's 2.5 Men.
That's a great fucking show. Hey, I quote somebody else. I used to be Charlie. You know who said that, Jeremy, right?
Mm-mm. No.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys.
All right, cool.
Name a food you were.
Wait, you gotta name yours too, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ain't you part of the table?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Brandon, for him, I am the table.
I'm gonna get around to it. Oh,
I'm just playing.
we all won. We the legs. Oh no, I had a crazy. I had a response, but I had to get Breaking Bad.
Hey,
Breaking Bad's a good one. That's a good one.
I want to get into it, but it's like right now I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. Fucking hilarious. Get a chance to check it out. It is hilarious. That is me. I'm that title character. I get into shit like that.
I have another one.
What's that?
It's a new one. I think it's called Modern Family.
Love it.
Al Bundy. I've seen the first couple. I want to get into it. I just haven't. I haven't.
I can tell you, I stumbled upon it one day when it was on a regular run, and it was a real good episode. And I just like Fox 32 used to show the reruns, so I started watching them all. And I got this app that I could check off the episodes. I caught up, and USA had it on too. I caught up with every episode, and I watched it religiously. But back to Breaking Bad, I want to watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But when it first came out, it just didn't grab me. Name a food you were reluctant to try as a youth, and now you are addicted.
I got one for you. Green olives. I hated it as a kid. Now it's delicious. I guess my palate changed, but green olives is one for me.
Brussels sprouts. Terrible as a kid. Was terrible.
I think the concept. I think the concept they went clean. But no, I've had them as side dishes with my meals, especially at Cooper's Hall, and they are great. As a kid, my mom never made it, so I always saw like Brady Bunch. Oh, Brussels sprouts, that sucks. I'm like, okay, we ain't eating Brussels sprouts, cool. But no, Brussels sprouts is good now. For me, it's guacamole. I couldn't stand it just because of the appearance. Now I make the world's best guacamole. That shit, man. But just the appearance of it just threw me off. With green olives, wow.
What's yours? You didn't say yours again, man.
I said guacamole. I said guacamole. No, but green olives. I mean, do you eat them plain or you just put them on pizza?
Now it's plain. If I go to Whole Foods and I get like a little meal, I get a side of green olives, bro. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, give me that salt like taste like, but it's good, man. It's delicious.
I like the stuff. I like the blue cheese stuffed olives. I get those with my Bloody Mary. Name a guilty pleasure song. Something that you're embarrassed to say you like, but today the whole world's gonna know what it is. I mean, you're in the car driving, it comes on, you literally turn up the windows because you're gonna be singing at the top of your lungs.
I got one. I got one. You might have to help me with the name of it, but I think it's Nicki Minaj and is it Wyclef?
Nicki Minaj and Wyclef.
I got it. Let me Google it real quick. I think I'm not sure if it's Wyclef, but I got that. Go ahead, Brandon. Give me yours right quick.
Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA.
Look how you trying to say it all the time.
I don't care.
Y'all rock. This is a group from the 90s. They were called Hanson. They were brothers. They had this song called Mbop. Mbop.
That's a good one. No, it's not Wyclef. It's Will I Am. It's Nicki Minaj. Check it out. For some reason, bro, I love her verse when it comes to come on.
The song's called Check It Out?
It's like, yeah, she said something like that undone or something like that. I don't know.
I just heard a song with her. I just heard a song with her in Coily Ray today. And she had like some crazy ass line. She was like, I like cookies and butter cookies to go and I like him to eat me like yum 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 yum.
No, but it's funny that it's called Check It Out. But I want y'all both to check it out. It's Will I Am, Nicki Minaj. Check it out. Watch the video too. You know what I'm saying? It's only like 4 minutes.
Okay. So that's two songs you gave me today. What's your favorite flash in the pan fashion? Something that was popping for like a summer or half of the year, and it just went away, and you probably get ridiculed for wearing it now.
I ain't really got one of those, but I got one for ladies, and I love it every year. It's when they call it sundress season. It's best time of the year.
So Errol, is that question like for like fashion on us as men or fashion like to see? Like what was the question that you gave to us?
Well, you know, Brandon likes to go left field. It was the fashion for us. Something you would buy. Something you would buy.
Hey, it's summertime, and he's been in Chicago, so he's been giving his mind.
Hey, the fashion I like to see, because I ain't really a fashion guy. Yeah. I'm wearing Skechers all day.
Let me tell you, and you guys from the South Side will know this. Summertime, 95th Street train station. You see the ladies getting off the train, that work downtown, and they be having those little dresses. No, not like just dresses and skirts or whatever. And they be having the gym shoes on, but them sundresses. Ooh. Because some of them don't like to wear panties. Not that I noticed, but yeah.
Here you go.
And them dunks be dunking.
You go, girls with basketball.
You see that onion, man. And no disrespect, ladies, but man, y'all probably be looking at the print on my gray sweat. So that's what I'd be looking at. So the fashion, your favorite flash in the pan, it came real quick, but you wish it was acceptable to rock without being ridiculed.
Honestly, I'm with Brandon. I didn't like. I don't think I was in that fortunate enough to have like be caught up in fashion like that. So I never had that. I never had that fashion summer, fashion winter. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to scrape up the same pants for next year at school. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing 2 jeans first semester.
For me, it was fat laces in my Pumas. Real heavy. In the mid '80s. And I bought a pair in the summer. I went to school all laced up and everything. I'm looking around. I ain't seen nobody with fat laces. I'm like, did they leave that quick? What the fuck? But I had bought like 3 or 4 pairs. So I was like, man, I'm just fat laces. What was you about to say, Jeremy?
No, I was going to say, I think we have one more. You have those sneakers.
Oh, my lips. So I bought those because I like the color green. I like the color green. But
it looks good though. It looks good. I thought they was regular Nikes.
I literally wore them, especially that time about a couple of them last year. I probably wore them a total of maybe 6 or 7 times. I'm sorry, I got distracted. So I got one more, and then we're going to get a little serious.
I have one more, too. I have a question to get to y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so worst TV show that you hate to even hear or see, it just put you in a bad mood, because I had one.
MASH.
Same here, MASH. MASH. Terrible. It give me it's trauma for me, bro. Like it give me like I remember like having to stay up and watch it. You know what I'm saying? My mom watching it. The theme song get to me. That theme song put me depressed.
To me, that was the time to go to bed. It was Sunday.
I get depressed.
Well, I just couldn't get into it.
For me, it was I Love Lucy.
That was decent.
I love Lucy.
Yeah, that was decent, man.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do it. But did you say TV show or movie?
The TV.
I got movie too. Oh, okay.
All right, so what's your movie?
What's your movie?
I'm kind of forced to watch it. It's been a habit. What's love got to do with?
With who? Who's that with?
Like Turner.
That's it.
You don't like that movie? You don't like that movie?
Nah, my wife watched it over 100 times, man. And I gotta turn it on.
Hey,
I
be
think
careful.
she wants you to. I think she wants you to beat her.
Be careful, bro.
I think she wants you to beat her. I think it's a fantasy. It's a hint.
Nah,
Ain't nobody got to know. Give her a right cross and see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
He meant jury, bro. He meant jury.
Yeah.
No. You remember when COVID happened? They had the versus battles, and I hate that they let that go. They didn't follow through with that because I thought that was a real good exhibition of talent. What's your fantasy versus battle?
I got one.
Go with it.
You said fantasy, so it's living or dead, right? It's a fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
My fantasy is live perform, like live. MJ Prince.
Dude, I was gonna say the same thing.
That's mine.
That would be a good. That would be a good versus.
Mine would be, and I'm gonna just go straight hip hop with it. I want to see Tupac and Lil Wayne go bar for bar, metaphor for metaphor. That's what I was.
Okay. And I don't. No. So let me let you guys in on something. The M name, Jeremy. The M name. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her son used to ghostwrite for Lil Wayne. He was in a car accident and he died. And mysteriously, all his rhyme books disappeared. So yeah, I'm kind of putting that out there. I said what I said. And that's just because too, and I believe it. When Drake came along, Wayne's style kind of switched up a little bit. Drake was ghostwriting for him too.
I can't go for that, man. I can't go for Lil Wayne, man. Watch out. That's Wayne. Watch out. No, but like they do say, to your point, Roy, they do say he don't write. So
well, he's telling the truth.
They
He don't write no more.
He should go
I know.
rap.
I know he made a song called, I forgot what it's called, When the Book of Rhymes. That's Nas. But Wayne had a notebook, and I guess it was the last time using a notebook, and you can literally hear the pages turn as he's reading through that book. But yeah, what I said was true.
Well, you do know Gilly the Kid wrote for him too, so.
But a lot of artists have people who write for them. It don't mean they write every single.
You know what? I guess. I mean, R&B, pop or whatever. I guess I can see that. But when it comes to rap, you're saying stuff. You're saying stuff. If it ain't your life, then that kind of.
But I think people get that confused. You know what I'm saying? Because I think because say someone has a line, right? If I show you my line or my bar, 16, my 16. You heard me 16. so say they got a bar, right? And then I'll go to you to read it. You say, no, don't say it like this, say it like that. Like you
that's helping. Yes, you do. But I mean, but literally writing for somebody like, okay, Dr. Dre gets people to write for him. Dre's a producer. He's not a rapper, so I can accept people writing for him. But if you got a status of being this badass rapper, and yeah, you can get assists, but if people are giving you songs, that's a whole different thing. Especially if you're talking about a lifestyle that really ain't you. If you're talking about thugging and you grew up in Bel Air and shit like that, you know what I'm just saying? If you're talking about stuff and you ain't lived it, I don't think it's authentic. It might be entertaining to people, but I think rap has a bigger level of authenticity when it comes to certain subjects.
But it's like 8 Mile. If they don't know until you expose them, they gonna be bumping their heads too until they get exposed. But
what does that have to do with 8 Mile? I'm sorry, you lost me.
The final battle in 8 Mile. He went to You don't remember the final
He
battle?
don't remember the battle. He don't remember it.
I remember it. I
went to the
I
private
literally,
The guy, Papa Doc. So Papa Doc. Yeah, Papa Doc.
I was talking about, okay, right, but yeah.
Papa Doc.
Okay. So I think I told you guys this. I hated Anthony Mackie because of his character, Papa Doc. And that carried on for years. And one day I was like, you know what? He did his fucking job. His goal was to make people hate him. He was the villain of the movie. And now he's like one of my favorite actors because he plays the Falcon now. And he's been in some other good movies too. But yeah. But I literally held a grudge. I'd probably been one of them fans that would, if I'd have saw him, I'd have threw something at him. But no. Shout out to Anthony Mackie. Captain America.
I got a question for you. I got a question. And it's just a random question, but I'm going to bring it up. And tell me what y'all think. Anthony Mackie played in a show, a TV show, where he had this virtual reality game.
I saw it.
So, Roy, you know where I'm going. Don't tell Jeremy yet. This is a game where they meeting and they're having a fight, right? It's in the game version, it's a man and a woman. But it's really two men. Anthony Mackie is the woman, and then there's a man playing the man in the game.
No, but Anthony Mackie is the dude. His friend was the woman.
Oh, okay. His friend was the one. But they end up having an attraction in the game. And they virtual selves is having intercourse.
So Brandon, I literally want to stop you right there. So the name of the TV show is called Black Mirror, and it's based around technology and how it affects people. So this episode, do you have a Netflix, Jeremy?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm gonna give you the name of the episode. The show is called Black Mirror, and I'm gonna give you the name of the episode. And I want you to watch it, and let's talk about it next week. And then we'll tell the audience.
Wild, man. It sounds crazy.
As soon as we get off, I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna text you the episode. The TV show is called Black Mirror. A great show in general. But yes, that caught me off guard because I was actually doing something while I was playing. And I was like, huh? I literally had to stop and start it all over again. Is this? And then so you know what happened at the end. Yeah. But Jeremy, not to exclude you, I'm going to tell you what it is. I want you to watch it. And I don't want to ruin it trying to tell you, Brandon. I want you to watch it and be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Okay. I'll let you watch it first. And I ask you next week.
All right, cool.
Because it's crazy.
Yes. Like I said, it was like, what? It's crazier than the first episode of Black Mirror. Do you remember that one? The president, they had like some bomb set up and they was going to detonate it or something, unless the president went on TV, live TV, and had intercourse with a pig. That was the first episode. Episode 1, season 1. But yeah, Jeremy, I'm going to give you that episode after we get off. I'm going to text you. And yeah, let's say that for next week. I'm putting that down next week. That's homework. Wow. Damn. And not to keep everybody out, we're going to tell you the episode. We'll tell you the episode next week. And you can watch it. If you don't know it already, put it down in the comments if you know what it is. I guess so. Now we're going to get serious for a moment now. Are voters truly making an informative vote, or are we programmed to vote a certain way? Sound off.
Well, I originally brought up this topic because I read something. It's from a journalist. It's like an MIT article, and they were saying that people really don't search for things about the people they vote for. They just look for like-minded views. Like, oh, he likes this, or she likes that, and I'm gonna vote for her. Or she from my same area, or she from this area, or she has this amount of family members. they don't really look at like what their value system is, and that's why I asked this question, and then it made me further think because I saw another podcast that I won't mention, and they were talking, and they asked the guy was kind of a sexist question, but he asked, should women be allowed to vote? And he went around the table and asked these three women, or it was like 4 or 5 women, what's name 3 countries, and they literally couldn't do it.
Southside, Westside, and over East.
And they literally couldn't do it. And that made me further think about that. It's like, are voters truly informed when they make these votes? Because otherwise you just be putting whoever in office. And that's the thing. Are they programmed to like, hey, well, he got a nice suit, let me vote for him? Or that's why I brought up this question.
So everybody, I think they really don't do the homework. They let the TV tell them what to do. They tell them what to eat, how to dress, how to act, and how to vote. And the news tells them how to vote, basically. And I'm not condemning them. I got a story to share with that. My first time voting, I'm sharing my age, was when Bill Clinton was running for president. I was 18, so that was going to be my first year of voting, and I was excited. I voted for Bill Clinton. Didn't know shit about him. All I knew was he was a Democrat, and he played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. And no, seriously, that was my basic.
Yeah, I forgot everyone loved music. He was sold.
He got me. He was the Pied Piper to me, and I was so ashamed after the fact because I knew the reason why I voted, that I really didn't know who he was, that I didn't vote for a couple of years. And I got back into it, but I wasn't informed. I just, he's on Arsenio Hall. He's cool with the black people. He has soul. I'm gonna vote for him. And I said this before, and I'm sure I said it before on the podcast. It's just like it's crazy how they divide us. The Republicans are, I guess, they're probably the 1% that you could call them. They're the rich folk. They're not necessarily white. They're rich, and rich folks are going to find ways to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. So it's not a color thing. It's a money thing. You have certain people that put other entities into it, like some people deem or view Trump as being racist. That's his own demeanor. That's his own thing. But he's out for the rich people and keeping people rich. When he came out, because for years he'd been avoiding reporting his taxes. It's not required, but that's what some of the presidents do. And the reason he was avoiding that is because he knew all the loopholes to not pay taxes. So when it came out that he paid $750 for taxes, he's like, damn, now they're gonna start looking to see how I did it. And he didn't do nothing illegal. He just knew all the loopholes. His residence in Florida, he buried his ex-wife there. So now it's viewed as a cemetery, and there's certain tax exemptions for that. He just knows all the loopholes, and he didn't want everybody to get in on the secrets. So, it's the rich looking out for the rich. And the Democrats, in my opinion, and I'm going to say that, they go after the people in need, the Hispanics, the blacks, the gays, or the transgender, community. And now they're bringing in a new breed of voters, the refugees from Venezuela. They come to all the safe haven cities, which are Democrat. Some of them already have caseworkers. Some of them got cars. I don't know how they got cars. They ain't got no license. They got cars. They got caseworkers, and all you're doing is grooming them to be Democrat voters. So my view is Democrats go after the minorities or the outcasts and promise them equality and equal, living and this and that just to get the votes, but rarely do they always follow through on their promises. So in my eyes, the rich are just looking out for their own kind, but Democrats are being deceptive. Case in point, we got the mayor in Dalton running big scams. She's been labeled the most corrupt mayor in the United States. And by far she is. She's all these elaborate trips and everything, and she's under investigation, but she don't seem to be phased. She's still doing what she's going to do. Eventually they're going to shut her down, but she's not taking care of the people like she should be. Just saw the news last night. Her people that's against her had some type of gathering or whatever, and she's getting back at people for supporting them. It's petty if you ask me, but I don't think we're really informed. It's just like, oh, she's black, let's support her, and look what she's done. We don't really dig deep and see what she's about. Just like I had high hopes for Mayor Lightfoot. She started out great, but at the end of the day, she's just a politician, and she showed her colors. I know I'm probably said enough already, so let you guys chime in. But yeah, let me get off my soapbox.
Like to answer Brandon's question, yeah, I agree with you. I think program. And with that, I have a question for you, Elroy. When you was 18, you voted for the first time. Who was the running mate against? Who you say it was the time? Who was running mate?
I think he was going against Bush or Dan Quayle or somebody like that. He was obviously a Republican, so I was always thought my parents are Democrat. Vote Democrat.
See, so that's my point. That's my point. That's program. Like you ain't know anything about the other side, and I think it's very odd that for the last however 30 plus even beyond, like Democrats held the black votes majority. You know what I'm saying? But what has changed in that time they had our votes? You know, you can really say not much. You know what I'm saying? And against against popular belief, I wanted to say that because it may stir some conversation. I truly don't think at the core of things, I don't think Trump is racist at its core. If you think of any politician or any like president or any actor of his hue, you can't find anyone who Trump been on Martin shows. He been on Will Smith shows. He been on all different type of black television shows. He showed his face, and you know what I'm saying. He supported it. So to sit there and say
did he support it, or was he just trying to reach a
I think he supported because it's before he made that claim to be like trying to go into a politician. Like he was around.
He's been on some rappers' songs too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He been around the black community for a while. Go ahead, Brandon.
I will say though, y'all don't think that's grandstanding though? Because the former owner of the LA Clippers did some things with black people too. Was in videos, had his team black players.
That's different.
When his girlfriend got chummy with Magic Johnson, that's what his colors.
But hold on. I think that's a little bit different because you said an NBA owner did this.
Yeah.
So he had the NBA owner has stake. And what at the time what is now is in a majority black sport. So of course him showing his face in that arena, yeah, you can see that way. At the time when I'm saying my opinion, it's my opinion. At the time when Trump was doing that little thing, like he didn't really gain nothing for that. I'm pretty sure he got backlash for that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think. That's my perspective. So you can chime in.
There's been some questionable things he said on his behalf that I don't fully agree with you saying he's not racist. And it's not just against black. I remember when Puerto Rico had the earthquake and everything, and they were looking for America to provide aid. You know, he was making jokes. He was like, I'm going to help out Puerto Rico. You know, he was over exaggerating Puerto Rico. And he was making jokes like, I'm going to send him some paper towels. There wasn't a joking matter. I just think he really didn't give a fuck.
But that's what I mean. Is it really grandstanding? Because we don't know what happened in those backdoor conversations. What happened behind the scenes? And I see a lot of celebrities geared towards and have these Donald Trump in their videos or in these rooms and these clubs and these parties But what's really going on?
That's
That's
big.
my point.
It was big in the '90s because they considered rap the bling era. So to talk about money and wealth, you couldn't help but mention Donald Trump.
Yeah. But that's my point though. I hear y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just whatever. He is he not. I don't really care. Like one bit. But I'm saying like why only he get that label? You think he's more racist than another politician who in the same status?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, so
Absolutely not.
it's my point. So why does he get that token?
Well, he's just the front face right now.
That's what I'm saying. And sometimes when people present to you like the front face is normally not the front face. It's normally the ones behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to try to see both sides. You know what I'm saying? Even though if he was in the community just to try to gain something from, but the fact he was there and he helped grew that he was in most. Yeah.
Well, we had this conversation last week because we talked about the voting of the judges, the aldermen, the senators, the mayors. That's what really matter.
I thought we was talking about American Idol.
He was asleep. He was asleep. He been asleep. Don't even. He been asleep. But yeah, that's because we was talking about this, and I brought it up because of the Fearless Fund. They made it lawful that black women can't participate in that, and that's the crazy thing to me. It's like we've had 9 governors in jail.
Illinois.
Mm-hmm. We're not the only state that does some shady stuff. Whether it's senators, and I hate to say like the mayor of Dolan is like try to defend her, but she ain't the only one. The former mayor was doing stuff. She's the only one that's going to be caught.
What about the current mayor, Brandon Johnson?
That man needs to stay indoors. That's all he do. I don't know what I ain't going to speak on him.
Yeah, he's not off to. He was off to a great start. I guess everybody starts out good, especially in a race. But yeah, he's not gaining the public trust right now. He's reneging on a lot of things that he said he was going to do if elected. The Chicago police don't even have his respect. They don't support him.
Well, he's taking away they useful resources. Shot spotter, all the stuff. Try to cut
I gotta believe there's some technology that he can't speak on right now that's going to replace spot shotters, because any fool would agree that spot shotters is a good thing. Again, it's a wait and see thing because I think September is when they take it away. I think there's something else, and they just haven't announced it yet to replace spot shotters. From the makers of spot shotters comes spot shotters too. But there's got to be something. If not, he should be held accountable for taking away, affecting the overall safety. And I mean, all spot shotters does is it detects shots being fired, so you're not safe. You just know that you did something. Hey, they can count how many shots you let off, but I think we need it. And even though they say it targets the minority neighborhood, well, that's where the shots are coming from.
I know, right?
It is what it
is. Well, that's the thing I always hate too. It brings up like black on black crime, white on white crime. But when you get in like impoverished neighborhood, what do you think is gonna happen? People are gonna steal. You don't have, so like you gotta survive. Like Tupac talked about this. I'm a millionaire. Why would I live in a bad neighborhood? They're gonna rob me. I understand. You have to. You gotta survive.
Like, what song is that? I'm pretty sure he didn't say it like that.
It's not a song.
You see that Dave Chappelle episode when you're at the club, bro? You see that Dave Chappelle episode when you're at the club and it's a new Tupac song? That's what Brandon just did. He just made a song. And if you don't believe me, it's June 12, 24.
I wanted since we're on our serious tip, maybe we gotta make it our last topic. But let's talk about what's your definition of a successful for a man, being successful for a man.
Uh, I mean, if I set the expectations low, I mean, having a good job, making a good decent living, uh, having good connections. I think that's really important. I think I posted on Facebook. I said friendship is a more valuable commodity than money. Um, you can buy friendship, but when the money runs out, you don't have friends. But with friends there, you're a rich man. I mean, with that comes money if you need it. But I think having connections, friends, and I mean, do I sound superficial if I say good paying job and money? Because I mean, that's what we've been taught success is having a lot of money. But morally, what's successful? Good health, good friends, a good peace of mind. Um, so I got this thing that if I do something that compromises my integrity, my personality, or if I act fake or phony, I literally cannot look at myself in the mirror. I will brush my teeth with my head down or watch TV. I literally can't look myself in the mirror. So I think when I do things right and I make the right, what I consider the right call, not just for me, but just overall. Sometimes you got to take an L just for the overall better of things. Um, I feel comfortable with myself. I feel proud of myself, and I guess that's part of success. That's me.
My definition of success is being able to be at peace. Like when you have true, I think that's the hardest thing to attain in today's world. And I know some people gonna say it's money because it's only 2% of the world that's considered rich. But I think the hardest, and even they don't have peace. When you obtain peace, whatever your peace is, whether it's having a happy home, a happy wife, a happy kids, and successful kids, or a happy job, or making 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever it is, whatever your peace is, I think that's being successful. Because too many times in life, uh, people just think it's all money, 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 but it's a lot that go to this. I'll say it this way: there's a lot that go to this game we call life. So it's a lot involved. It's a lot of things you got to do. Put your big boy pants on and you got to handle. So when you obtain that true peace and you're at peace, people can say 1 + 1 = 5, and it don't even bother. You right, because I'm at peace. I'm in my peaceful circle, making my money, living in my house, raising my kids, living with my wife, going on vacation with my wife. Whatever your peace is, I think that's true success. It's not what other people tell you. You know, let me get money. My body, I got 12 ass and I got big muscles and all that. That's not true success in my book. Because you can be the most unhappy person with all that. When you had true peace, that's successful. I'll tell anybody out there listening, search for that.
Yeah.
Search for peace.
You can be a homeless person and still be successful then. Not being no seriously. I mean, not being tied down by items, possessions, stuff. You gotta have that dog that follows you around, and you be the most happiest person in the world. You getting the meal, you got a place to stay. It might not be the most luxurious, but you can be happy being homeless. I mean, I don't think it's money. So
Yeah.
that you just redefined my answer. So I don't think it has nothing to do with money. It's just being happy and content. Uh, not having the weight of the world on your shoulders. Constantly worrying and not being able to enjoy yourself. That's success. Yeah, that's some people. got to medicate themselves to get some sleep because they got so much on their mind. You know, they really can't lay down and relax. You know.
Yeah, I just want to say, Brandon, like for real, like you changed my mind. Like I can't disagree with you at all with that. I wouldn't go as far as everyone and say you can be homeless and peaceful. Nah. I'm pretty sure they probably one of the most stressed out people we have on the planet. They gotta find their next meal. They gotta most of them have drug habits and they're not even safe under where they're at. You know, somebody come in and take what they have, whatever. So I'm pretty sure they're not at peace. But I get your point though. I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, I can't disagree with more, man. Peace is the ultimate success in my mind now. Yeah, you Brandon, you changed my mind. But I have to add one more caveat to that. I think alongside of being peaceful or being at peace, um, to divine to I guess go more beyond as a successful man. Each one teach one. So if you can show somebody else to be that same way, then you the ultimate success. You know what I mean? So if you have that peace and then each one teach one, you able to do that too, then nothing much more you can do on this earth before you go. You know, so spread the love. I'm gonna just end it with your word, Brandon. Peace. Like that's me all day anyway. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings, what I say. So yeah.
That's like my journey, like in life. I always be like, man, we all grew up in that struggle. Like, man, we frying bologna, like with no bread. That struggle, man. Rats, roaches, stealing cable. I'm only joking, but we grew up in that struggle. So you're like, man, you gotta get this money. You gotta get to it. You put on your big boy pants. You gotta have jobs at 15, jobs at 14, just out here trying to get it. And when you make this amount of money, like whether it's 6 figures, 7 figures, and we've all, at least us three here, we've been successful. We made money, good amount of money with today's standards. We're able to take care of ourselves, live comfortably. But me, from my personal journey, chasing money is like, it's a never ending thing because you'll never stop chasing. But if you chase peace and evolution within yourself begins to emerge, and you would do whatever. You could do whatever. You could be screwing in light bulbs, and it's peaceful to you. And that's my thing. That's the greatest thing I can teach. Because I'm not gonna say financial literacy ain't important, but it ain't the end all be all. And that's what you gotta get yourself correct first with that peace, and then everything else. I believe the universe always fall in line when you got your center correct. And that's my advice to anyone out there listening to this, man. Get your center correct, because everything else will fall in line.
You guys made me want to change my quote for the evening. I had to switch up. Maybe I should just go ahead and give it to you now. This is based off that conversation. So listen carefully now. I'm not going to make no mistakes. If you believe in yourself, eat all your school, stay in milk, drink your teeth, don't do sleep, and get 8 hours of drugs and brush your dog food. You can be successful. And that's one to grow on.
I got a good one. I got a good one for us. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on the future. Just be present in the moment.
Somebody copyrighted that. I literally sat down and thought about this. I mad hours coming up with that. And you just take somebody else.
You come behind you.
Millie ass motherfucker. No, you know what? No. I make light of a very true statement. What you said, I mean, it all boils down to truth. And that's why I think it was you, Jeremy, that said this. I always, praise being around you guys, and I credit you guys and stuff. And you say you always say that. That's how I feel. It's just like you guys gave me something, and I want to let you know what you gave me, and I appreciate it. So, I mean, the love is there, and I'm trying to see what the score is right now. I really, it's really, but no, I wholeheartedly, I appreciate, I really, really, really appreciate our friendship. And when you came with the suggestion of doing this, it was like a light just went off. I'm just like, wow. And look at we now. It's number 8.
And we got better with time, like fine wine.
Yes.
Another copyright error.
Right.
Man, I'm dropping bombs.
We gonna be in court before you know
Drake
on 34 counts of forgery and fraud and copyright infringement. And not to mention the charges I'm a master for the comments I made.
Nah, it's gonna be
I like that one comment I made earlier tonight just kind of slipped under the radar.
It's gonna be caught.
Yeah, somebody rewind it.
And that's what I do. I just say stuff with shock value most of the time. But I mean, I speak from the heart. But most of the ignorant stuff is just with shock value and jokes. I'm real ignorant.
Hey, to the audience out there, I hope you all understand if y'all watched our past episodes. We just individuals out here having a good time, man. We all got our own personality. We all have our disagreements, but we come back together with love and understanding. So,
oh shit, Brandon! The Celtics are down. It's 2-9. Oh,
Mavs and 5.
Damn.
Mavs and 5.
This is the new math. The new math.
Hey. The NBA has rescinded a game to the All right, fellas. This has been another great episode of What the Fellas Think. Week 8. Look forward to week 9. We got a special guest coming on. Week 9, our audience, I hope you enjoy it. She will give you some great insight. To the fellas here, we've had another great time. This is definitely been fun. Definitely been great vibes, great energy, and great lessons I hope our audience take from this.
So before we went on, I was telling you, Brandon, I said since about 1:30 this morning, I pretty much been up. I've been tossing and turning all night. Had to work. I'm tired, but knowing I was coming home to do this, I just kind of got like this extra energy boost. But after this, it's just a shower, 2 beers in bed. What you guys got planned for the weekend?
Man, I hope sleep. It is
Jeremy,
coming.
did you go to Niagara Falls yet?
Yeah, I went.
Okay.
Nice experience. I went twice actually. I went one in the daytime, then the other time at night. Beautiful, man. I didn't expect. I'm like, at first I'm like, man, I want to go see this. It's like I see it every day in the doggone toilet. You know what I'm saying? But actually, when I got there, man. No, man. When you get there, no, I'm serious though. But when you get there, it's beautiful, man. Like it's breathtaking. I think that's on the Canada side. Like it's unreal, man. I think it should be part of the 7 wonders, but it is not. But it's beautiful.
I got there before dark. It was like still light outside, so I watched it gradually get darker, and then the lights came on, and the lights, for those that haven't seen it, is red, blue, green, all types of colors on the waterfalls. It's beautiful.
Hey, I hope the Niagara Falls smell better than your toilet.
Touche. Touche.
Hey, Brandon, I know Arrow ain't talking. He got 2 rollers down.
Hey, I know they smell better than Arrowheads,
No, they don't. Like I said, one of them started leaking. I had to shut it down because it started leaking into the kitchen. So I got to get the drywall replaced on that. And the other one. So I got this thing. I'm a gadget guy, and I think I know what it is. So it's got this thing that I bought off of Amazon where you put your toothpaste tube in there, and you can get all that toothpaste out. It squeeze it. You twist it down. And I think the part that I twisted down because I had to replace it, I think it fell in there and it's just stuck. So yeah, but no, it's not because of number 2.
It might be because of number 5. No.
Tidy bowl man. Oh. So is that it? You got any more? I'm sorry. So I was asking what you guys were doing for the weekend.
Yeah, I hope mine is filled with sleep. It's Father's Day coming up, so see what we gonna do.
No, Brent. No, bro.
You got a grill for Father's Day.
No, seriously, man. Like, you gotta change the narrative, bro. On Mother's Day, y'all doing something. On Mother's Day, man, go do something, man. Like,
She needs to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a meme
Get your
on
first
Facebook.
man.
There's a meme on Facebook. Mother's Day is like this ocean view, and it's like this nice little dinner setting up. And then for Father's Day, it was like one of them TV dinners that being cooked. So I'm grilling for my dad Saturday, and then I'm gonna be out and about on Sunday. It's gonna be hot as fuck on Sunday. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
What you got planned, Jim?
For me, man, nothing. Probably just relax. Do some studying.
Coming home?
I'm not sure. I'll decide about tomorrow what I'm gonna do. But for the most part, if I come home or not, I'm just the same thing. Chill.
Right. Well, if you want, come out to my dad's house. I mean, it's not a big, huge thing. I'm gonna be out there grilling, for about a couple of beers and whatever.
That's on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Brendan, you right down the street from my dad's house, so.
I got no problem coming shooting breeze. That's my specialty.
Man, another one in the can, number 8. Number 9 is get fine like wine.
He stole it from me.
I stole that from